Hi everybody, I'm Copeland, and I am so excited because today is the day that it begins. I'm standing with John Conlin, the owner of Elite Auto Body here in Springfield, and I called John and said, hey buddy, I've got a favor and I need some help. I've got the first AIMGAIN body kit, of course, courtesy of my good friend Leonard Song, first year project, who was able to pull some strings and get this thing sent to us. We've been sitting on pins and needles. We've been waiting for the final pieces to come in so we could start this project, but we couldn't wait any longer. So John is up, he's at it, and John, you've done hundreds of these things in your career. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely. Hundreds is a small word when you talk about it. This is the best kit I've ever seen. It fits well, it profiles well. You can see we've already begun the test fitting process, which is a very important process. Kits like this kit fits fantastic. Best kit I've ever seen.
The hard part about John, when we took this thing out of the box a couple of days ago, it arrived almost 2 weeks ago, and we've had it sitting inside the parts department at Green Toyota under lock and key. And so we opened it up. I said, John, you've just got to look at this. All the instructions were in Japanese, which
it's okay
if you can read Japanese. But if you can't, it created somewhat of a challenge. But John, you said it was really relatively easy because you were able to navigate your way through that.
Absolutely. Not just the fact that we're able to convert Japanese into English, a little bit of Google help. Also to understand pictures for all of us is the biggest part of the directions. So we can look at pictures, we can find a way around. And lastly, as I said earlier, installing hundreds of kits. This kit, as high quality as it is, it almost fits itself in the car.
And John, tell us, what makes this AIMGAIN body kit so special and so unique?
Well, the quality of the material, number one. The actual material that they use to build these kits is fantastic. Rigid, well-made, well-profiled in the car. They've taken a lot of care in using existing vehicle fastener locations. So that makes it even better, makes it a cleaner install, less cutting, less trimming. And then lastly, they use the profile in the car to create the kit. So we're going to have to do very little work to make it look fantastic after it's, of course, painted.
John, why don't you take us through this? This is the full version of the kit. There were a couple options available with the front. Once we get back around, you could do the 7mm or the shorter 4mm version. We went with the 7, but I'll let you take everybody around and just show them the components that make up this AIMGAIN body kit.
We'll start in the front, of course. You can see this Supra initially had its own chin bar on it. This isn't an added chin bar. It's white. It's kind of nice that we have a white kit with the black car because it stands out very, very well. So you can see how it profiled out nice in the car. Sticks out. It's going to be an additional component. It's going to add a little bit. You said the millimeter difference. It's going to make the car look a little wider, a little fatter, a little cleaner. So moving on to the side, same thing with these side panels. You'll notice everything just steps out a little bit from the car, makes it a little wider, makes the car look a little beefier, cleaner looking. As we move to the back, same thing here. Stepping everything off away from the car, so making the car look a little sleeker. I think really cool. Also, once we get into the spoilers, so here we have 3 spoilers. We're putting a small spoiler at the top. Got, of course, the nice big whale tail type spoiler, and then the accent spoiler underneath. So also gives us some options in regards to colors. We can bounce off different colors of these spoilers to enhance one versus the other. Back one. This piece here, this is actually a fairly, of all the kit, it's probably the largest part of the variance. They've made some changes back here with making it stick out farther. We've got sensors to deal with. These fins, if you will. There's some alterations that have to be done for that, but at the end of the day, it's going to look really clean and simple. Also makes the car look fatter. So, as you can see across the back.
Now this is just the first part of many components that are being added to the car. Rohana Wheels has made, as we have mentioned before, they're going to make the 20-inch, the RGF 13 series. It's going to be a custom trifold wheel, beautiful accent colors. It's a tricolor wheel itself. It'll be running on Toyo tires, and that's just where the fun begins. Underneath, which we really can't show you just yet, is a custom exhaust made by FI Exhaust. That's going to be going on the car. And then, of course, we'll talk about everything that's coming to us from the rest of the gang. Everybody from, well, I think we'll just keep some of the secrets to ourselves right now. Exactly. So anyway, this is where we begin. And John, as you mentioned, you got to figure out what color to do this thing in.
We do. We'd like to hear from some of you guys.
John,
give us some ideas. We want accent color. We don't want to go crazy. It's not a yellow car with black spoilers.
That's right.
It's a black car with black spoilers, or flat black, or color of the car. There's all these variants. Maybe a slight change here or there. So post some of your comments about what you think the color should be.
So what are you thinking on the accents? Are we going to go, it's not going to be red, I'll promise you. I'm not doing anything crazy, but matte black, maybe, and John has got an incredible computer program that can lighten the shades, add a few tones to it, and really kind of give this thing a different kind of pop. And that's the next phase of this. They've got it fitted, they've got a few more things to do, and then he'll start adding the colors to it and decide what the best look is. Once he gets that part done, then he'll get it all painted up, finished up, and we'll start the next part. So every single week, we're going to start making our way through this in a little bit of a mini series as we completely transform this A90 Supra with the first body kit from AIMGAIN. That's the start of this, and a lot more things coming to you in just a bit. So hey, thanks for joining us. Completely follow the entire build on both YouTube and Instagram at One Bad Supra. I'm Miles Copeland for John Conlin here in Springfield, Illinois. The fun is just beginning. You're so good.